Hey everybody's watching Angry Anime Fan 2 here to bring you the One Piece chapter. The chapter 696, I think it was called. Yeah, if you saw some reflection, you probably did. Anyway, well, as the title was trying to say, perfect party or something. Well, many things was finally answered here. Well, not exactly answered, but well, technically no action happened. It was more like the Straw Hats are celebrating their victory. This is what happens in a little detail. Brown Bear decides to turn himself in because as he has lost his crew, he has nothing less to lose, and he believes the government guys can cure him because apparently Caesar may have exposed them to more toxin or whatever. Um, Other way, the shopper is screaming and crying, calling someone a murderer, and he says it's law. Well, that's not a surprise. And else that surprise, Frankie is fixing the tanker. I don't know why. Is that Law's new ship? Is he gonna travel in that one? Well, it probably would. Brook gets so surprised that he drops Kinemon, and Kinemon breaks, but he doesn't break into pieces. He breaks, the shell breaks, and Kinemon is fine! He's alive! And now you probably are wondering, huh? He's alive? Does that mean everybody else is alive? Well, the other guys that saw this definitely get, what's that word? Finds this amusing. Well, not amusing. Maybe they have a glimmer of hope in their eyes. Elsewhere, Momosuke hugs his father, and he's now a boy again. Of course, he's naked, though. So, Kinemon transforms some clothes for Momosuke to wear. And, well, it's not explained how Momosuke managed to get back into a kid. For a while I thought that Trafalgar Law used his powers and pulled that devil fruit out of his stomach, but it's not yet known if he can do that. No, I think he somehow got control of it. Chopper was at least there. I mean, shouldn't he ask him? That question was never answered, always answered that Momosuke is a normal human boy again. And now, finally, one other question is answered. Sanji cooks food from the 99 vital recipe that he gained when he fought on that Okama island. I've been wondering about that for 2 years! I actually wondered, is this the only thing he learned? Well, elsewhere it apparently reinforces strength. Momosuke, of course, still do not want to eat, but Kimon encouraged him to, says something like they must live and I'm sure everybody's okay, like their friends were attacked or something like that. Maybe that explains why Kinemon hates pirates. Maybe they were attacked by pirates and they got separated, and Momosuke snuck aboard this boat because he thought he belonged to that pirate. Is that maybe the reason why he saw an image of Don Flamingo? Nah. This is just theories for now, okay? Elsewhere, Chopper rushes to the door, and Law is finished with the treatment. He said he cut them to pieces, but they're fine. He apparently, somehow, and this is another interesting thought about his ope no mi. He apparently cut them into pieces, and he removed the sedative or whatever they have been on from their bodies or organs. That means he can even do that? That's why I meant, can he even remove a devil fruit if he could? Well, safe to say, Trafalgar Law's ope no mi, it's awesome. I mean, he said, is that the reason how he got to save Luffy? I mean, he did it surgery from inside and out. Well, whatever. The kids are fine and they thank Chopper and everybody else. Then Tashigi comes and says they will take care of them now. And it appears so that Nami permitted her to do that because she's a pirate. I mean, Nami's a pirate. And apparently Tashigi were crying and begging her to please let me take care of the children. Apparently she too have a soft spot for children. Or it's just that she well, didn't want to discourage the marine reputation. Elsewhere, it appears that even though Nami is a pirate and has some marines as enemies, appears she's weak to marine woman because of her own adopted mother. Elsewhere, the party begins to start. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention in the beginning of the part, the G5 tried to separate the pirates and the G5 on a huge big deal of Smoker's orders. However, they break that now because, well, they're hungry. Oh yeah, and Smoker said, called HQ, a boat is on the way. Law says to Luffy they should hurry, but of course Luffy doesn't listen, and they party. All the kids are awake and party, Kinemon and all the other kids. And elsewhere, Smoker and Law are the only one who sits for themselves. Well, that is not exactly surprising. And, well, Smoker lightly threatens Law. I mean, saying something like he's not gonna keep his promise. Whatever Law is planning and or using the Straw Hat, it's something bad. And okay, after this, I have misunderstood many things on this chapter, I think. But there's also something that he's saying, I wonder who uses who. Does that mean he is using Luffy, or that he thinks that Luffy's gonna use him because of the next things? Whatever! We finally figure out who that Yonko is that Law explained they should dethrone. And as many had guessed, I give you congratulations. I also guessed, well, technically you don't know I guessed this, but I had a feeling about this, and I once said about the Devil Fruit army. The one who they're gonna defeat is Kaido of 100 beasts, or 1000 beasts, or 100 beasts. That is his nickname, Kaido of 100 beasts. It's Kaido, damn it! It is him! That means the Devil Fruit army of soul users is gotta belong to him, which explains his nickname of the 100 beasts. He has a Zone Devil Fruit pirate army crew! We finally see that. Luffy mentions something like, no, it should be Shank first, but okay, I'm gonna defeat all 3 of them, or probably he mean all 4 of them. That means Luffy is just getting cockier and cockier. Well, now he has the right to be. After all, now he can touch them. Still, is Kaido the first Yonko that's gonna fall? Well, if it was Kaido who did all this with a smiley, then it could all mean that it's the next arc. And I still wonder, is this arc finished soon, or is it now near the end? It's always when it's a party, it's almost at the end. Only a few chapters left. Of course, is Don Flamingo soon there? Who's the shadow creature? These things are the only thing that needs to be answered. And of course, what's the alliance with Law and Luffy really gonna happen? And what about the other 3? Are they also gonna dethrone Kaido? Oh yeah. If Kaido's name is one of the 100 beasts, doesn't that mean that Drake must be serving him? I mean, Drake has a Zoan Devil Fruit of ancient Tyrannosaurus type. That probably means that Drake is in his crew. He's gotta be. Or probably not, but it would make sense now, would it? Probably not. That's this chapter. It was good. Nothing happened, but at least some questions were finally answered. And I always like questions get answered. See you soon. Bye.